Hi and welcome to SofaRecordings here on MUXX TV. I'm very happy to say hello to you today, Chris
Hello.
Keys. Thanks so much for being here. And my first question has to be, is Chris Keys your real name, or were you born lucky enough to have that name as a musician?
No, it's not my real name. That's a stage name. Yes.
Very good.
Chris is my real name, but Keys is stage name. Yeah.
So when did you decide to change your name to...
God, it must be about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I thought, I need something a bit catchier. So, that's pretty much why.
Do you tell anybody what your real name is, or is it a secret?
It's a secret.
Okay, so I won't ask you then. You are here to present your new album, your debut album. It's Life in Motion. This is what it looks like, and it is an absolutely wonderful album with wonderful songs on it.
Thank you very
We're going to
much.
hear lots of songs today from that album, and a new song we've been working on, because even though it's only been out for a couple of months, you already have lots and lots of new songs.
Yeah, I've almost got enough for a second album, but I have a few songs finished, a few new ones, so I'll play one new one, which I wrote here in Germany as well. So it's cool to play that.
So we're first going to listen to a song called Fix It off the album. What exactly is the song about?
This is one of my oldest songs. It's probably more than 10 years old. Real simple, kind of fun song where it's just, if it's broken, don't try and fix it. It's a real simple song. There's not much to it. There's not much meaning behind it. It's just a fun song. Uplifting poppy tune.
Sounds good. Good to get us started for the day. Thank you so much. Fix It. Chris Keys, I'm going to pick up my stuff off the floor and have fun. And have fun, you as well.
Cheers. Yeah, it's hard to make it, and it's hard when you fake it. What I'm trying to say is don't waste on me. Just fix it. And it's cold, I can't close it. And it's old, I can't fold it. What I'm trying to say is don't waste on me. Just fix it. You can't run and I'll never die. It's on the sand. You're gonna never, ever, ever see the sky. If now, never change. It's on the sand. You're gonna never, ever, ever see the light. It's strange when you're whipping, and it's strange when you're flipping. What I'm trying to say is don't waste on me. Just fix it, and it's gold, I can see that. And it's bold, I can feel it. What I'm trying to say is don't waste on me. Just fix it. You can't run, I'll never die. It's on the sand. You're gonna never, ever, ever see the sky. It'll never change. It's on the sand. You're gonna never, ever, ever see the light. You can't run, I'll never die. It's on the sand. You're gonna never, ever, ever see the sky. If they'll ever change, it's all the same. You're gonna never, ever, ever see the light.
Oh, how I love my job. It's so wonderful to sit here and listen to you play. Unbelievable. Such a lovely song, and I'm so happy that we have some more songs to come. I was reading about you, and your music was described as a mixture of classic Irish storytelling and musicality blended with a typical Ulsterman's rugged self-sufficiency and worth ethic. First of all, before we get to the musical part, what does Ulsterman exactly mean for people who don't know what that might be?
Ulsterman, obviously the north of Ireland, Northern Ireland. Ulsterman, pretty much just another term for a man from the north. Yeah.
And would you agree with that description of the way your music sounds and the way you are? Yes,
I really like that description. It was a good friend of mine that writes for a newspaper, a magazine, and he helped kind of craft that info in my current bio. And I really like that. That's just his view, his kind of perception of the songs, and I churn out all different types of songs, and I do really like that. Yeah, it sums it up. Yeah.
There are a lot of singer-songwriters around right now, but when I was reading up on you, people seem to think that you're different, and that makes you have the potential to become even more famous and do really, really well with your music. How does that make you feel when people write that about you? Because, it is quite a compliment, I must say.
That's really nice to hear, yeah. Well, I think that's what it's all about, just doing your thing, and if you can try to find your sound, and if it ends up being a unique sound, because there's so many great people out there, writing songs, and so many great bands and artists, and yeah, if you can try and put your stamp on, and have a certain sound, that's good.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's listen to some more before we talk more about your life and what you've been doing and how you write your songs. The song is called Tonight.
Yes.
What exactly is that about?
Well, it's just a love song. I do write quite a lot of love songs as well.
But do you write them out of your own memories, or do you just things that you've heard or read, or books, or?
Sometimes a bit of both. Sometimes it just you don't plan to write a song; it just comes, and it can maybe come about from being inspired by seeing a great movie or a great story, or maybe something happening in your own life. It's a bit of both, yeah.
And this one is a bit of both too, or is it?
Yeah, I think so. I think
I can tell you're not going to tell me.
No, I think this one is actually more from life experience. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, well then we'll listen to the words very carefully.
Yes, listen
Tonight,
to the lyrics.
Chris. Thank you so much.
When will you see what you mean to me? Listen to your heart. I'm walking up from the dark. What must I do to make it clear to you? Love's only me. So please, oh please wait for me. And the day will turn into with you by my side soon, and the moon beams down over our little town, and it feels so right tonight. Oh, can I try to keep you on my side? Believing all you dream of me and me somewhere in between. One of these days we might find our way to lost lonely minds. Oh please, oh be mine. The day will turn into night with you by my side too. The moon beams down over our little town. It'll feel so right tonight. Oh,
Absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
It seems like you're in a different place when you're playing. Where are you exactly? Can you describe the feeling you have when you're sitting here playing?
Yeah, I really do kind of go somewhere with a lot of these songs that are older. You know, I'm starting to feel very relaxed, obviously playing them. I don't really think. You kind of go into autopilot, and I don't know, it's definitely my happy place. You know, that's when I'm most happy, when I'm performing. So you're right about that. Yeah, I definitely go somewhere else, yeah.
You grew up in a place called Port Stewart in North Ireland, and can you maybe describe what it was like growing up there, especially concerning the musical influence you had?
Yeah, I had a great live scene, you know, some of the pubs and stuff, music happening 3-4 nights a week. But the town itself, beautiful place, right on the coast, you know, lovely beach. There's a beach that spans for a full mile. It's called the Golden Mile, one of the best in the country. So beautiful place, you know, to surf and do a bit of fishing and just loads of fun. Yeah, really nice.
So if you're not a surfer, you become a guitar player there, so you can sit by the campfires and impress the girls. Is that how it came about? Or did you decide before it was about girls that you were going to become a musician?
Well, I got a guitar given to me for a birthday at about 14. Mm-hmm. So, and I was lifting the odd guitar before that and kind of experimenting, and you know, obviously I had a real interest in instruments, and even had pianos a lot younger, you know, some keyboards and stuff, so there was always an interest there. Yeah.
Why you didn't start writing songs till you were 20, we'll find out in a minute after we've listened to the next song called I'll Be Home. Is that talking about Port Stewart as well?
It's not about Port Stewart, this one. This is quite a recent song, maybe in the last 2 years, but it's the story of a fisherman. It's not, you know, someone I know or anything, but it's just the story of a fisherman. He's lost on the ocean. He loves life out there, but he also misses home, and he sings about, you know, or the story sings, one of these tides I'll be home, you know, so yeah.
So it sounds like it was a little bit influenced by Port Stewart because it was on the ocean.
Yeah. Well, I don't live in Port Stewart now, but I live somewhere else, which is also near a fishing port. So there's always loads of ocean and sea coming out in my songs, yeah.
So I'll be home. Thank you.
Okay, cheers. I've been torn by the rain snow, my hands filled with cracks so Every scar is a place and time. A fire on the ocean lines. Oh, life from the sea for me. I rise with the sound of home, but fear I've still far to go. By mind broken down by the winds, a soul black and blue and thin. Oh, life from the sea for me. But one of these tides I'll be home. Though more nights drifting on my own, I'll be home, living life with my feet on stone. But one of these tides I'll be home. Oh, I can see past the waves and fall. My face bruised and beaten so wrong. Every task is a chore and climb. This war I've been faced is mine. Oh, life from the sea for me. I wait for my time to come, but now I've got work needs done. Those dreams deep within my heart, one day a new place to start. Oh, life from the sea for me. But one of these tides I'll be home. No more nights drinking on my own. I'll be home, living life with my feet on stone. But one of these tides on me home. Oh,
Thank you so much. I'll be home. You just said you got your first guitar when you were 14. Do you remember the first song that you learnt on the guitar?
I think it was Let It Be, the Beatles. That or Blowing in the Wind, Bob Dylan. Those two, definitely, the first two. I can't remember which one, but...
And what took you so long to start writing songs? And you were 20 when you started writing songs. Before that, you didn't. What was like the turning point? You decided, I'm going to have to write something down now.
I think I did write tunes, not maybe lyrics, but I had a lot of ideas for songs even from 16 onwards. So there was a lot of stuff kind of brewing away, and and then I started from learning lots of different types of songs. I started, working on lyrics as well, and then in my early 20s started to really write a lot, and just to, you need to kind of go through the process of churning out a lot of songs, and sometimes they get rejected. You don't use them, obviously, but it's all part of the process,
Are there songs that have come back that you wrote maybe when you were 20 that you say now, oh, that's actually a really good song. I'm going to maybe change it a bit, but I'm going to use it. Definitely,
yes. Certain songs, they find their way back sometimes if I don't use them. For example, the first song I opened up with, Fix It, it was, way back in my earlier batch of songs. But I wasn't even going to put it on the first album, but I thought, just put it on there because in fact, it was actually when I was playing shows, people were requesting it.
Oh, really?
so I thought, right, I better put it on the album, and I'm actually really happy I did because I do like the way it's turned out, the album version. Some great musicians on there as well.
Absolutely, yeah, but it must be difficult, or at least kind of hard to get used to when you write your songs for yourself and then you end up playing with a band. Is it hard to give it away and let them do their thing?
Yeah, well, I think I'm obviously writing a song and it's kind of finished in there, and these guys are, as I say, they're fantastic musicians. I work with a whole bunch of different people, and they normally I really like them all. They're all really talented, so they normally bring something nice to it, and we kind of talk about it when we're recording, obviously, and a bit of magic happens and it comes out the way it comes out. Yeah.
And it sounds really, really good. Folsom Prism Blues.
Yes.
What's that about?
That is Mr. Johnny Cash's song. He's definitely one of my big inspirations, so I'm going to play that, a cover tune. Yeah.
Is that a song that you learnt back then when you were 14, 15, or did it take you a while to learn it?
Not really. I've probably only learned that about 4 years ago, I think. So, yeah, because I've been to Nashville a few times to play in the famous Bluebird Calf myself.
I know you got invited to play. That's quite amazing.
Yeah, it was very exciting, and I got to go to the Johnny Cash Museum and see a lot of his guitars and different things that were in his house and stuff like that. So it's real insightful. Yeah.
We'll talk about the Blues Cafe. We'll talk about Johnny Cash a little bit more. But we want to listen to you playing Johnny Cash now. So have fun and thank you.
I kill the trailer coming, it's rolling round the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when, but I'm stuck in Folsom Prison. Time keeps dragging on, but that train keeps rolling. I'm down to San Antonio. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man on me on just to watch him die. Then I hear the whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. Oh, I bet there's rich folks eating in fancy dining cars. They're probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. Well, I know I had it coming, I know I can be free, but those people keep on moving, and that's what tortures me. freed me from this prison. If the railroad term is mine, I'd better move it on a little further down the line. I fought from folks in prison, that's where I wanna stay. And I let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. And I let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. And I let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away.
How do you do that? How do you remember everything that you have to play on stage? You play for an hour or even two, and you play songs from other people. How do you? Is that the happy place you're in, and you just can remember everything and know how to whistle at the right time and stuff? Whistling is such a hard thing to do too.
It is, yeah. I've been doing that, the whistling, because I do it in an original song, which I'll do later on. It's called. But I've been starting to use the whistle more just the last 2 or 3 years. And like anything, the more you do it, the better it gets, because it's getting a bit more confident now. But back a couple of years ago, it was a bit hit or miss. Sometimes it might not come out the way it should. But yeah.
And so, is it hard for you sometimes to remember the stuff that you're playing, or are they just like part? Did they become part of you, the songs?
Yeah, when you do it enough, if you're playing a lot of gigs, it just kind of embeds itself in your head. Yeah. When
you played in the Bluebird Cafe in Nashville, how did that come about? Who asked you to play there?
We have a festival in Belfast in Northern Ireland called the Belfast Nashville Songwriters Festival. Very good festival. They take 4 artists over, 4 songwriters every year, and also they put them in the round with bigger acts from the States who come over to Belfast too, and vice versa. They play sometimes in Nashville as well. So that was it. The Belfast Nashville Festival, they take 4 people over. They took me over 2013 it was, and we got the showcase at the Bluebird Cafe. Yeah.
Do you remember what your lineup was? I mean, what songs you played, and did you think about it for a long time? What you're going to play for the Nashville audience, who are probably pretty spoiled.
Yeah, that Bluebird just has people all day, every day playing in there. In the round concerts every hour on the hour. And it was only 3 songs we played because we were in the round, 3 or 4 artists, and you take it in turn to do a song. And so yeah, I had to think about it for a while. Obviously, which 3, because you only get 3. It's not like a longer gig, but yeah.
Sometimes it's harder to pick 3 than to pick 20.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Because it's what 3 are going to work well in that sort of environment. Yeah.
Was Under the Streetlight one of them?
It was indeed.
Hey!
Yes. Good
wow.
guess.
And why did you pick that one then? What makes that song so special?
It was Under the Streetlight, New Day, and Broken World. I remember I've played the Bluebird twice, but the first time, the big showcase time, it was those 3. Under the Streetlight is a song about winter. And funny enough, the day we played the Bluebird, it was thunderstorms outside. And that's what I kind of sing about in this song. So I actually was going to play a different song, and I think it was just that sort of vibe and mood. It was very warm outside, but it was dark and thundery. And I just kind of went with that song.
So now would be the time that you open a bottle of red wine, put on a sweater, put on the fireplace, and have a nice listen. Thank you.
Like the thunderstorms, a front seat ticket on long train home. I wish you were here, reading your book and facing your fears. I feel like I must All the signs look like they've been crossed. I like to dance with you under the streetlights, under the streetlights. Close your eyes now, listen to the sound of the night. Listen to the sound of night. Winter time, the leaves are gone and the night's so long. I wish I was home, sitting with you and that here alone. I know it won't be long until I'm back and we have fun. I like to dance with you under the streetlights, under the streetlights. Close your eyes now, listen to the sound of the night. Listen to the sound of night.
Under the Streetlight, a song that you played in the Bluebird Cafe in Nashville, and I think we should stick with Nashville since you're going to be playing New Day as well after this, right? Yes.
Right,
and you played that in Nashville as well, and you worked with Grammy Award winner Nancy Griffith and Jim Lauderdale as well, right?
Jim Lauderdale as well. Yeah, I got to play in the round with both artists. Yeah, they're great guys as well. They're lovely. Well, guys and girls. Yeah.
How did they inspire you while you were working with them?
Yes, just their storytelling and their experience, really. You know, they just were like, you know, really cool and professional and really nice to see and play along with. Yeah. Do
you get starstruck, or does it relax you when you're working with people who really know what they're doing?
It does relax you as well, but it did Star Trek a bit as well. Nancy, when we arrived to set up for that, and a lot of people were very excited because she was there, and also similar to I opened up for Bob Geldof. That was the same. It was very exciting, you know, because it was a big setup. So yeah, you do. It's easily you can be starstruck.
We'll talk about Bob Geldof after this. This happened a couple of weeks ago. Actually, you opened for him, right?
Yes, Parkfest.
Yes, yeah. We'll talk about that in a second. But we would like to listen to New Day first.
watch the sun go down in the day. It turns to night and the stars are coming. Just to be the wind blows on the mountainside, and the grass it grows just like my love for you. And time is all it takes when you make a mistake. And I know, 'cause I've been and I've seen how it goes. But it's okay, because it's today, and the clouds are away, and you keep on smiling, because you've been driving on an open road. Oh, I would like to stay here all night, and the waves breaking through, yeah, they spray in my eyes. Just to be, yeah, it goes when you're walking on the sand. And I know it's cold, I can feel it on your hands. And time is all it takes when you make a mistake. And I know, 'cause I've been and I've seen how it goes. But it's okay, because it's a new day, and the clouds are away, and you keep on smiling, because you've been driving on an open road. Oh, I would like to watch the sun go down, and the day it turns to night, and the stars are coming. Just to be the wind blows on the mountainside, and the grass it grows just like my love for you.
New Day, beautiful.
Thank you.
You opened for Sir Bob Geldof in Germany at the Walter. What was it?
Waltrupper Parkfest.
That's right. Yeah. How is it when you're playing in front of an audience who might be there for someone else? Is it hard to get their attention? How did it feel?
Yeah, well, it does feel like that quite often. Obviously, this was a festival, so it was just a great atmosphere. Mm-hmm. But a few times I've opened up for different people, and it's a good it's a challenge. It's a bit of fun to try and win them over, and try and win new potential fans, you know.
And it worked.
It worked.
I could see it on
yeah.
on your Facebook site. I could see that it really worked. People were saying you did such a great job.
It was absolutely brilliant. You know, really, really thoroughly enjoyed it. I've got some video footage of that coming soon.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to put out some videos of that. Yeah, great crowd. Yeah.
And actually, you wouldn't mind if people would like you on Facebook as well, right?
Yes, please.
So
Yeah.
do that. Chris Keys on Facebook.
Yeah.
And how was Bob Geldorf? How was he?
He was the band, and but I don't think it was the Boomtown Rats. Although the bass player was the original bass player from the Boomtown Rats, but they were phenomenal, the band, and we got to meet Sir Bob after, and a lot of the band. They were having some drinks backstage, and we got to say hello, and they were absolutely fantastic. Their show, yeah.
Sounds like a lot of fun for sure. Have you ever met Jack Johnson?
No, definitely
Well,
not. I would love to, though. He's another one of my big inspirations. Yeah.
Well, I think he lives pretty far away, but right, doesn't he live in
Hawaii?
Hawaii, yeah. But I'm sure he'll get there sometime, or he'll come see you after he hears you play his song. You're going to be playing "Sitting, Waiting, Wishing." Why is Jack Johnson or this song so important to you?
I think it was one of the first songs I heard from him, and it did have a real impact. I was like, wow, you know, a real unique sound. You know, sometimes you have an artist like that will just, you know, they will really grab your attention and inspire you to write. And he's definitely him, and you know, the like Johnny Cash and Bruce Springsteen and huge amounts John Mayer and loads of artists inspire. But so these covers, these three are probably the favourites. Yeah. And
I see some similarities between him being a surfer who plays music and you growing up being a surfing and playing music. So it goes pretty well together, I would say.
Yeah, I would take that compliment. No, definitely. I think I write acoustic-y, sort of chilled out music with a chilled out vibe. Yeah, something similar, yeah.
Well, then have fun playing Jack Johnson. Jack, make sure you listen and come visit Chris, and you have fun at home as well, listening to Sitting, Waiting, Wishing.
I was up and waiting, wishing you believed in superstitions and maybe you'd see the signs. But Lord knows that this world is cruel. Ain't the Lord not just a fool? And loving somebody don't make them love you. I must die always be waiting on you. I must die always be playing you fool. I sing a song to dance your dance. I gave your friends all the chance. Putting up with them wasn't ever worth having you. Oh, maybe you've been through this before, but it's my first time, so please ignore the next few lines, 'cause I directed at you. I can always be waiting on you. Oh, I can always be playing you fool. I'll keep playing your part, but it's not my scene. This plot twist of enoughness to me. You keep building up, you're shooting me down. I'm already down, just wait a minute. Just sit a minute. Wait a minute. Just sit a minute. Well, if I was in your position, I'd put down all my ammunition and wonder why it's taking me so long. But Lord knows that this world is cruel. Ain't the Lord not just a fool? And I'm loving somebody, don't make them love you. I must die always be waiting on you. can always be playing your fool. Oh, I can always be waiting on you. Oh, I can always be playing your fool, a fool.
I think Jack would be proud, for sure. One thing that sets you apart from other singer-songwriters is that you actually have produced some real music videos, not, you know, sometimes people just sit there and play, and which is also great. But why did you decide to make real music videos?
Yeah, I just love stories, and I started with filming a few videos myself, you know, which are not on the internet now, by the way. You know, I took them off, but I just love I kind of see things in my mind. You know, I can see a story, and I just love the fun, but you know, doing it on the day, you know, shooting it and getting everything organised. And
how do you take things off the internet? Are they really, really gone? Are you sure? I bet you can find them.
The funny thing is they're not. I took a video off from years ago and I found it re-uploaded somewhere the other day of an old live version of me playing something.
Things are never gone when they're on the internet. So did you do one for A Broken World as well?
Yes, we shot that in a warehouse that was a part of the Titanic, you know, in the Titanic Quarter. Back in the old days, you know, one of the buildings where some work would have been going on there. So it's got like a real cool old rustic vibe, and it just in Belfast. So just it's a simpler kind of band music video, yeah, but really nice, yeah.
And you can watch it on chriskeys.com, and you can listen to it now on SofaRecordings, because we're going to be playing Broken World for us now. So thank you.
We're like two cat's eyes shining in the dark of the night. Almost 12:30, I'm calling for a dance in the park. It's just you and me, baby, for the lights to go on. Only time can show a fading from the shade of your eyes. The shade of your eyes. If we try to believe in a better world to me, no more fight, no more sin. We could trade it away. No more pain, no more loss, no more taking what we've already got. No more sin. Must be love and fate shaping every step that we've done. We could stop on time, changing to what we've become. If you'd only with a prison, just thoughts on your mind. Don't let go, no, no, of the dreams deep inside. The dreams deep inside. If we try to believe in a better world to me, no more fight, no more shit. traded out there. No more pain, no more loss, no more taking what we've already got. No more see.
At the release concert for your album, Life in Motion, you had the great idea of letting the videos run in the background, and you played in front, and you had to not lip sync, but you had to be in sync with the video while you're playing. That must be really difficult, but it's a great idea.
Yeah, how did you know that? You've done your homework. Yeah, no, it worked out as well. We were a bit skeptical about it on the day, but we thought we'll try something special, and it worked really well. Yeah.
And are you going to do it again, or is that a one-time thing?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
we've got to do it in the future, for the like of an album launch or something special like that. Yeah, it was good fun to do. Yeah,
I can imagine. So, how did you make sure that you were in sync? Did you have it running in the background or in your ear? Or
the drummer had the click of the track in his ear. Obviously the click that we had recorded the original song to first before making the video to that. So it kept us perfectly in time, and apparently it looked super out the front. It was perfectly synced. It
was perfectly. That's what everybody wrote. That it was each song was perfectly synced and. I just think it's a great idea, so I'd love to see it at one of your next concerts. And speaking about concerts, you are traveling all over the place all the time, and I was wondering if the next song, Open Road, is about being on the road all the time. It's a song that's not on the new album. It's a new song that you've been writing, or that you've been writing lots of songs. Is it about being on the road all the time?
Yes, it's got that vibe. It's we've got this open road, places to go. That's the opening line. And it sings about being on an adventure, and in the chorus, it's exciting. But then there's a wee, it kind of says, but no place like home. Kind of miss home as well. All these songs, I'll Be Home, The Fisherman,
yeah,
Open Road, Missing Home. Yeah, I suppose that's the life of a musician. When you're out on the road. Yeah.
So it has good sides, being on the road and being at home. I hope you are enjoying being here today, and we're enjoying listening to your music. So we're going to listen to Open Road now. Thank you so much.
This open road, a place to go. I can't be wasting any more time with this time. Keep driving all of the way away from me. Been sleeping way too long, whoa, mind, body, soul. I just drive on light and over the hill. Watch the sunrise, if the day starts to feel. Climbing the mountain, yeah, through the fields. But there's no place like home. No place like home. We got this open road, places to go. Can't be wasting any more time with us down. I just keep on driving all of the way away from you. Been sleeping way too long, whoa, mind, body, soul. I just drive all night and over there. Watch the sunrise and the day starts to fade. Climbing the mountain, yeah, running through the fields. But there's no place like home, no place like home, no place like home. Just drive all night and over there. Watch the sunrise and the day starts to fade. Climb the mountain, yeah, run through the fields. But there's no place like home.
So you're traveling all the time, and it sounds like when you do go home, you do like being home. Do you ever go on vacation, or is your life a vacation for you?
I do. I travel quite a bit, not all the time. I'll travel a lot in the summer and the spring sort of time, and then the winter I like to kind of stay home and do a lot of shows back home as well. Just constantly gigging, quite a lot. But it's great to get a wee break, but I haven't had a proper break. Anytime I come away, I'm always playing music. I'm always doing stuff. So I think a bit of a holiday would be nice sometime. Yeah.
And do you enjoy going to places where they have beaches, or do you enjoy going to the city?
Both. Yeah, I do like a bit of heat. I was thinking maybe this winter even, maybe a bit of a relaxing holiday or something. But equally, I love checking out interesting places and cities and just anything historical. I do.
So now you know where my question are going, right? I mean, so which city is City Lights the next song about?
City Lights, it's not really about anywhere, I don't think. Probably Belfast, if anywhere, that's where the music video is shot. So it's a love story, about two people kind of, falling in love and then parting for a while and then realising, that they can't kind of be without each other. So it's just a real simple message, just a love song. Yeah.
Do you think it's easier to stay in love when you're in a place with the beach by the ocean compared to being in a city?
No, I think it just depends on the people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really think it matters where you are.
I don't think it does either, but I thought it sounded like an interesting question.
Yeah. No, well, just maybe certain people, but I think it can be equally as romantic in a dark kind of wintry city as a nice beach. Yeah.
Absolutely. We're going to fall in love with City Lights now. So.
Yeah. Sometimes I watch your face with all those lies I could trace a full lifetime, and not to waste but embrace. And I will face my fate because it's mine. And I will face my time. Don't hide the love you've been holding inside. I can't take it anymore. I can see it in your eyes. I will stay with you, watching colors as if it from me to you. I will stay in the city lights. Sometimes I stay inside, I put my feet up for a full lifetime. That to waste but embrace, and I will face my fate, because it's mine, and I won't face my time. Don't run the door, you've been on inside. I can't take it anymore, I can see it in your eyes. I will stay with you, watching colors as they fade from me to you. I will stay in the city lights. I can't take it anymore, I can see it in your eyes. I will stay with you, watching colors as they fade from me to you. I will stay in the city lights.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. One can fall in love in the city and at the beach and stay in love as well. You are on tour, you said, a lot in the spring and the summertime, and so you obviously are making a little bit of money. What is the most relevant thing you bought, or the last relevant thing you bought with money?
Probably with just anything, or lots of money.
Oh no, anything, even something small that means something to you.
A packet of guitar strings and a new lead for the tour, to make sure I don't run out or I don't sound really bad. I have to change the strings from time to time. Yeah.
And do you remember the first ticket to a concert that you bought?
Yeah, I think it was in the Waterfront Hall for Travis, by the Scottish band Travis. Long time ago now, although there's bound to be more before that. But that was probably my first big concert to go and see. And the one you remember, obviously, so that makes a big impact.
Teenager, yeah. And what was the last concert you saw that you had to pay for?
Well, the last one was Parkfest, but I didn't have to pay for it to see Bob. Before that, probably was the Stereophonics, and back home in a concert venue in Belfast. Yeah.
What do artists have to mean to you so that you're willing to pay money to see them? Because it's important for you to answer that question so that your fans can answer the question for themselves as well.
Yeah. Just the unique sound, really. Mm-hmm. I think everybody can agree, and everybody likes different things, and that's the beauty about it. Everybody likes different sounds. But yeah, you just kind of take to a certain sound and maybe a certain lyric or a style of writing. Certain styles. Yeah.
Your next song is called Shadows.
Shadows.
What's it about?
It's not really about that much.
About shadows, maybe.
I used to keep fish tanks and stare into them for hours on end.
Really?
I'd have tropical fish and tropical plants as well, so it would be quite eerie. And I think this is where this song originated from, just from the shadows of the light and the shadows. Sometimes, a song doesn't really have to have a big, strong meaning. It can just come to you, as I say. Sometimes you just write a song, and it just comes, and you don't know what it means, but you write it anyway.
Yeah, and I mean, it has a story behind it, which is nice. Did your fish have names?
No.
And how many fish did you have in the fish tank?
All types of different. I had piranhas even as a
really?
teenager for a small period,
and then you only had don't they eat the other fish?
Well, it was just piranhas in that tank, but all types of different tropical fish, and just all types. It's kind of like my geeky hobby that I like to do. There's a wee bit of insight into what I do when I have spare time. I have big sort of fish tanks, and I'd like to keep all different types of plants and fish. Yeah.
And they're the perfect audience because they're quiet and they listen. So we're going to listen to Like Your Fish Shadows. Thank you.
Spread my wings if I was a bird, fly these oceans in this world, feel the air on my face. I at night beneath the skies, waiting on those fireflies. I in the darkness, waiting on the light. And I will watch everything as it grows inside. I will try everything, casting shadows in the light. We're casting shadows in the light, casting shadows in the light. We're casting shadows in the light. Watch the world, let it rains, feel the air on my feet. I taste the wines and walk the streets. The sun shines down on me and baking a pathway leading to the night. And I will watch everything as it goes inside. I will try everything, casting shadows in the light. We're casting shadows in the light, casting shadows in the light. We're casting shadows in the light. I will watch everything as it grows inside. I will try everything, casting shadows in the light. We're casting shadows in the light, casting shadows in the light. We're casting shadows in the light.
Well, even if it's about fish, it's a great song.
Thank you.
What do you think Bruce Springsteen was thinking when he wrote Dancing in the Dark?
God, I don't know. I think it's a breakup song, is it? Dancing in the Dark.
Maybe. I don't
possibly.
know. I'm one of those people who listens to the songs and I kind of make up the lyrics as I go along. So
it's quite a deep song. I think, or no, not a breakup song, but it's, I don't know. It's
why does Bruce Springsteen inspire you, or is it the song that inspires you?
It's the sound and the concepts. I really like, similar to John Mayer, he writes a lot of different types of concepts, and in a way I've had a couple of people say to me, it's a real big compliment. People say a few times that I remind them of a young Bruce Springsteen, which is an absolute beautiful compliment, but writing the like of a song about a fisherman, or a song about love songs, and just all types of songs, really, Open Road, and similar to Bruce Springsteen, I think he kind of really writes about just all types of stories, which I really like. Concepts.
Absolutely. Well, that's why you're going to be playing "Dancing in the Dark" now, Bruce Springsteen, your version of Bruce Springsteen, and then we're going to enjoy that as well. So thank you.
I get up in the evening and I ain't got nothing to say. I come home in the morning, I go to bed feeling the same way. I ain't nothing but tired, man, I'm just tired and bored with myself. Yeah, baby, I could use just a little help. You can't start a fire, you can't start a fire without a spark that guns fire. Even if we're just dancing in the dark. Messages getting clearer, radio's on and I'm moving around the place. I check my look and burrow. Wanna change my hair, my clothes, my face, man, I ain't getting nowhere. I'm just sick of living in a dump like this. Something happening somewhere. Baby, I just know that the reds, you can't start a fire. You can't start a fire without a spark that's guns fire. Even if we're just dancing in the dark. You sit around getting older. Yeah, did you get someone that's on me? I sick this blood up its shoulders. Oh, come on, baby, the laughs on me. Stay on the streets this time. I'll be calling you up, alright. To say, gotta stay hungry. Hey, baby, I'm just about stopping tonight. I'm there for some action. I'm sick of sitting around here trying to write this book and need a little reaction. Come on, baby, just give me one look. You can't start a fire. You can't start a fire without a spark that's guns fire. Even if we're just dancing in the dark, you can't start a fire. Worrying about your little world falling apart, this guns fire. Even if we're just dancing in the dark. Even if we're just dancing in the dark. Even if we're just dancing in the dark. You and me, we're just dancing in the dark. Even if we're just dancing in the dark.
You said people saw somebody say you sound like the young Bruce Springsteen. When I looked up, when I was reading up on you and about this new album, Life in Emotion, people were writing that you sound like Damien Rice or David Gray.
It's really nice to hear.
Yeah, is it nice to hear, or do you think, oh man, I don't want to be compared?
Damien Rice and Damien Gray, or sorry, David Gray.
So that's a good thing to be compared sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, to be compared to people like that, brilliant songwriters. Yeah.
When you were growing up in North Ireland, before you got your guitar, or maybe even after that, before people knew that you were going to become a musician, what did you think your friends and family thought you were going to be?
I'm not sure. I actually wanted to be an actor for a short period.
Yeah?
But I just couldn't act. Well, I went to performing arts and I was in a few plays for a while, and I was also playing away in the background, but I kind of thought, I'd like to act. Just being a big fan of movies as well, but no, I bet it was meant to be music. It was always meant to be.
So it wasn't ever, like I don't know, a doctor or a.
No, definitely not. I just didn't really enjoy school as much. I did, music and art, and I enjoyed certain things I enjoyed, but it was always going to be something like music or something, creative. Yeah.
Were you lucky enough to have a music teacher who inspired you in school?
Yes, I had a music teacher in early secondary school, right up to third year, but unfortunately there wasn't enough people to make it run for the bigger, exams the last 2 years. But sure, it doesn't matter. You end up doing it anyway. That's
true. That's the way a musician's life works. If you really love it, you absolutely end up doing it. It makes you stronger.
Yes.
So what is that? It's stronger. The next song is called Stronger. What is Stronger about?
Yeah, it's just about on the way up, sort of simple message. Just being stronger and not giving up. Because it's quite hard. Like when you're doing your thing and for a long time putting it out there, and you get a lot of rejection. In the music industry, a lot of people will reject reviewing you or giving you plays on radio or whatever, or festivals, and just it's all about sticking at it.
And then ending up having an album and going on tour and being out there. So thank you so much for Stronger.
Thank you. I feel the blood in my veins. It's not the same anymore. Not the same anymore. Time is chasing us as we sleep, facing us as we meet, chasing us as we sleep. I keep trying to run away, I should be trying to stay. Life's getting shorter, but it's okay, 'cause we're getting stronger every day, every day. Stay on the line, you'll be fine. You're breathing there all the time, breathing there all the time. I play everything from your mind, leave it on to only mine, leave it on to only mine. I keep trying to run away when I should be trying to stay. Life's getting shorter, every day. I keep trying to run away when I should be trying to stay. Life's getting shorter, but it's okay, 'cause we're getting stronger every day. I keep trying to run away when I should be trying to stay. Life's getting shorter, but it's okay, 'cause we're getting stronger every day, every day.
Great song, Stronger, and it's also on the album here, Life in Motion, which is out now. And you said you've been working on lots of other songs, even though it's only been out for 3 months. So there's a lot more to come.
Sure,
unfortunately, we've come to the last song of this episode of
I'm really starting to enjoy myself.
Yeah, it's really great, and it's lovely to have you on the show today.
Thanks for having me.
so much.
It's been very relaxed and fun, and I've enjoyed it.
Well, thank you so much. What is You about?
You it's a song about summertime, and once again another love song. So it's a real upbeat sort of good feeling, summery night, summer's night sort of.
And is
vibe.
this one based on a real story from your life, or is this more like watching a movie kind of song?
It's more like a movie, really. I think a bit of both. Yeah, it's just that feel-good vibe in the summertime. Where no worries. Carefree, cruising along. In a car with the roof down. Yeah.
And that's just what music should be all about, at least once in a while. So thank you so much, Chris.
Cheers. Thank you. Oh, your eyes, they glisten like those stars up above. On a warm summer's night, and your smile, it makes my world spin round every day. You are my shining light, yeah, we can run together, and then two steps in the future. And now, yeah, you look so fine, you look so fine. Oh yeah, you do. Yeah, you make it so mine, you make it so mine. Oh, not the time. Oh, your hair blowing sweetly as we cruise along. What a wide open book, and I know, yeah, I know I will always feel, I will always feel for you. Yeah, we can run together, and then, yeah, two steps in the future. And now, yeah, you look so fine, you look so fine. Oh yeah, you do. Yeah, you make it so right, you make it so right. Oh, the time. Yeah, we can roam. Yeah, we can roam. Yeah, we can roam. Yeah, we can run together, hand in hand. Yeah, 2 steps in the future. Then now, yeah, you look so fine. You look so fine. Oh yeah, you do. Yeah, you make it so mine. You make it so mine. All of the time.
Chris, thank you so much. It was a pleasure having you on the show tonight. You should see him live for sure. He's all over the place, and you can look him up on his website, on chriskeys.com, or on his Facebook website. This is the album, Life in Motion, a wonderful album, as we heard tonight. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much for having me. Thank you.
You're welcome. And we look forward to the next 20, 30, 40, 50 songs that you have that you're writing. So, and maybe even this inspired you to some kind of new
definitely.
song. We will see. Thanks so much. And thank you also for joining us today on Sofa Recordings on MUXX TV, and we look forward to seeing you as well very, very soon. Thanks, and see you soon.
MUXX TV.